What is going on, man? King Recon here, and I decided to re-record this since I made that Toriko video because whenever I initially first went on hiatus on October 31st to go on hiatus for NaNoWriMo, which I'll explain what it is in a section in case if you guys don't know, but I took my hiatus, but I made like a 45-minute video, right? And at the beginning of it, man, I made the announcement that I'm going to show you here in the beginning of this video too, and I was like, man, we're ready, we're in the like swimwear, I'm just gonna upload this, we're out of here. So I sent it, and November 1st came, still wouldn't upload. November 2nd came, still wouldn't upload. November 3rd came, no, it still wouldn't upload. I was like, man, what's going on? I checked my hard drive on my Mac, and that junk said that because it kept crashing and saying the same thing it does on live streams. Live streams I understand because my computer's using a lot of power, and I understand why I would run out of memory and why I would freeze up. But it wasn't doing. I was just trying to upload a video like usual, you know. But it just refused to do it. I was like, damn it. So I had to delete everything. I had to delete the file. I had to delete iMovie. iMovie was taking like 110 gigabytes. I was like, all right, I gotta delete this junk. And it's still not working very well. The Mac, I'll have to see what I can do with it. But regardless, that's why the first video didn't come out. And I just said, you know what, screw it, man. I said it on my Toriko and One Piece and Gintama videos enough. I think they'll understand that I'll be gone for a while. But the reason being, or why I decided to take this entire month off was to participate in something that I take partly on a yearly basis, and that is a NaNoWriMo. Now, what NaNoWriMo is a competition between anyone who wants to, I guess, become a novelist or an individual who already writes books, or an individual just wants to try it out, or wants to see what he can do, and wants to challenge himself. Basically, what it is in a month, you have to write a 50,000 word or more novel, but it has to be at least 50,000 words. And last year I failed at this, right? And it's a dream of mine. It is my main dream is for my story to finally be complete, and or at least the get the series out there, and honestly, for me to just become a successful author. You know, I have many different goals. Like, I would love to become successful here on YouTube. I would love to play video games for money, man. That's always been like one of my top things. I video games is like one of the things that I love the most, and that's mainly what I do, right? So that, and of course talking about my awesome sauce, and you know, I'm right now, I'm living the dream, honestly, ever since I created this YouTube channel, when it came to one of my dreams, which was to talk to as many people as possible about stuff that I love. And I do that on a weekly basis now, man. Freaking talking about, even though I deleted my social media for this month just to concentrate more on Ramo, but you know, talking about wrestling, talking about video games, talking about anime and manga, man, talking about that Gotama, Toriko, Bleach, man, you know what I mean? And anything else, man, it doesn't matter, man. Goat Q, Hype Q, I mean, anything, man, that has to do all the stuff that I love. And I talk to so many people from around the world, man. Like, something that I would have never thought possible before I made a YouTube channel. I mean, I am an internet troll, you know. I do play Xbox Live a hell of a lot, and I was on online things, you know, playing RuneScape and Naruto Arena and Soul Arena and Club Penguin and all these other massively multiplayer online games. But regardless of that, it was because of YouTube that I was able to meet so many individuals. But getting off of YouTube, my main goal and the main thing that I've been striving for, besides, you know, well, you know, even above that, you know, even above going to school and trying to get myself an actual education that will allow me to get a better job than what I have right now. But the main thing is, I've always wanted to write, man. Writing has always been something that I've always loved. It's always been something that has always been near and dear to me. And around 6 years ago, whenever I reread Enies Lobby, and it truly changed everything, my entire perspective on life. Whenever I just, that I Want to Live scene really impacted me, and One Piece as a story really impacted me to the point that where I said, I want to create something that can make me, or that can make someone else feel the same way that I feel while reading this. That could make me feel the same way I feel while watching Dragon Ball, while watching Bebop, while watching Futurama. You know, all of my inspirations. And I really decided I want to create a story, man. I really want to, because I had already been doing it for years, and I have so many notebooks where I've created multiple fan fictions, whether it came to, you know, like Ben 10 back in the day, Avatar, Last Airbender, freaking Ed, and Eddie, Cowboy Bebop, Bleach. I have like 1,000. I have so many Bleach ones, man. Bleach and, you know, all that stuff. So then I finally came up with my own story. And of course, the characters I'd always had, but I had them in so many different situations. But I finally figured out what I wanted to do in my, I think it was junior year of high school, and I started writing it from then. We kept going, and then in my after I graduated, which is when I started making this YouTube channel, I decided to continue writing and to get it home. Man, we're in like swimwear, and ever since then it's been a slowly but sure build up of me consistently writing these chapters and going forward. And I actually finished a rough draft. I think it was in the end of 2015, or no, not the end of 2015. I think beginning mid 2015, I think it was. And but the thing is I wanted to add this other piece to the story, which I don't want to really talk about because it wouldn't make sense if I spoke about it. I would probably have to show you more whenever if you care about the story, which. So any individual who has ever hit me up, man, I'm telling you, yo, who has ever hit me up about the story, about how the progress is going, who people hit me up on my DMs on Twitter, people talk about it in my comments on YouTube. Whenever I made that Q&A video, man, I didn't expect anyone to give a shit. And you know, a couple of you actually reached out to me, and actually some of you told me it was a pretty damn cool idea. So I really do appreciate that, man. Like this when it comes to the story, man, that hits home because you know that's the thing that I've always wanted to do. So it really hits me right here, man. It's like, yes, you know, somebody does care, you know. That's like one of those things. So I really do appreciate anyone who commented on the Q&A about the story. It was freaking awesome sauce, man. But regardless of that, so yeah, NaNoWriMo, last year I failed it, and I felt like whenever I failed it, because it was like a whole downstream thing, man. 2016 has been more of like a character developing year, because 2015, so far, it was really the greatest year in my life, man. There was so many things that I did, so many things that was going right, and it was just a uphill stream when it came to everything. YouTube, my writing, my job, everything happening in real life. It was wonderful. I read pretty much like 3 things and played 1 thing that are all in like my favorite things ever. Metal Gear Solid, freaking Gintama Shogun Assassination Arc. Let me see, 20th Century Boys I read last year, and Steel Ball Run I read at the beginning. I think that was late 2014, but you know I've read all that like in was one single time span, and it was incredible. And then just when it came to everything else, it was incredible. And then, you know, towards the end of the year, of course, I failed NaNoWriMo. I remember recording that video in the bathroom, and I came on to you guys, and I said, man, guys, I think I got a copyright strike. And that's when I recorded the video in the bathroom, talking about how I failed and how I also got a copyright strike. The following day, because I was on a Skype call with Mac, and I was like, Mac, what am I gonna do? You know, I may have failed NaNoWriMo, but they ain't gonna get me next time. And the next day I woke up, my channel was gone. Then I continued on, got the new channel. We were in like Swimwear, and then it was just kept like building up. You know, more things kept coming, kept hitting, and I just kept getting wrecked. I just kept getting destroyed by so many different things. Holy crap. My computer almost died. But what's that called? Yeah, like, I just kept getting destroyed and getting nailed by so many different things when it came to all different variations of negativity that I could possibly get showered with. And then I had to take a hiatus around for like 3 months earlier on this year, because I needed to take time to myself, and I needed to you know, go over there and get my stuff done, because if not, I wouldn't be able to concentrate on anything. It was just so many different things that I was doing that I wasn't really focused on a single goal. I hadn't written in a long time, and I was like, man, what am I doing, man? And I finally realized that whenever I saw something, now this certain thing, I don't really want to talk about it, because it's like, you know, whenever you have that, like, I was already motivated enough. You know, I'm already motivated enough, and I jump out of bed and run like somewhere every single day of my life. I wake up with a purpose, and I wake up with a reason to get out of bed and go into like swimwear, no matter what I do, man. No matter what it is. But especially when it comes to our writing. So one day, I saw something that really rubbed me the wrong way, and it was, I think, at the end of June. I was already back from my hiatus, but I was still uploading inconsistent videos, and it was something that wasn't even directed towards me. It was just something out there, but I'll never ever forget that day, because it has been like a driving force inside of me when it came to just anything that I try to strive for. And man, dude, I was so pissed, man. You know when you get angry. You know, like whenever you lose the game, and you still show a little bit of sportsmanship, man. You're pissed, but no, not this one. This one, I was angry. I was seething. I felt something inside me that made me want to just rage, but I had to keep it in. I kept it in because I told myself, I said, I will defeat this NaNoWriMo bastard in this thing. I hate losing, man. That's one of my number one things. I'm a very competitive individual, but the number one thing is I hate losing, man. And whenever I lost that, it hurt me more than whenever I lost the channel. And losing the channel, honestly, it didn't really hurt that much because whenever I saw that so many of you came back, it just like it gave me like the fulfillment, like Jesus Christ, man, I have the greatest subscribers on the planet Earth. These individuals went from the old channel into the new channel and believed in me, and I let so many of you down when it came to so many different series. With my health issues and Toriko, uploading on an inconsistent basis, man, I just, that's one thing. Now with the series ending, especially like that I just look back on. I'm like, damn, man, wish I could have done more consistent on that. And then when it came to all the other series I was uploading consistently, like Bleach, One Piece, even there for a little bit of time there. But there's two series, and in My Hero Academia as well, which I had to let go of here in a bit in the past couple of months while I prepare while I was preparing for this, what I'm doing right now. But man, dude, there's two specific series that I really have to apologize to, man. Number one, but before I get to the second one, because the second one I really, really, really have to apologize. So number one is my Haikyuu subscribers who were waiting for like those manga reviews and reactions and whatnot, and I just I had to drop it, man. I had to drop it at least for that point in time, and maybe I don't even know if it'll come back. I do want it to come back because I love the Haikyuu greatness, but whenever you have so many different things, at one point in time I remember it was like 6 series in one day, and I remember back to like Chibi, and I was like, man, I don't know how the hell this dude does it, man. Like recording all those. Well, maybe I don't even know what it is, because to be honest with you, man, doing just One Piece and Toriko enough in one day drains me, dude. And I have energy from here to the moon, man. I've never drunk an energy drink in my life. And the reason being because of that is because of what it is with my heart. I don't know what it is, man, but I'm automatically jittery a lot, right? But when it comes to Toriko and One Piece, just reading those two in one day it will be enough. I will be tired. I'll be drained, because it's just I pour everything into that, man, because it's One Piece, the Toriko, right? So I'm like, man, dude, I don't know how people do like 6 videos in a day pertaining to a whole bunch of different series, man. I would be all out of like stuff to I mean, not necessarily stuff to talk about, but it's insane. It's insane to me, especially when it comes to like doing. Well, you know what it is? I think it's because I just do such long videos. Because I don't know how to summarize, man. I do super extreme longest videos. Regardless of that, that's what was coming with Haikyuu, man. Like all the other series were going in, and I was like, man. And then by the time I got to Haikyuu, I was like, yo, man, I'm exhausted. So I think that's what it was. I think with Haikyuu, but the other series, man, which was, and it really sucks, because it's the one series that I was waiting for to come back, man. It's the one series that defines, that truly, besides One Piece and Bleach, that defined this channel. And that is Hunter x Hunter, man. To my Hunter x Hunter subscribers, I bow in front of you, man. I greatly apologize, man. I greatly apologize. I'm sorry for every single thing that I put you guys through, man, because I had so many people that subscribed to me, that told me, in a world where there's a McWhirlpool, in a world where there's a Saiyan Z3, in a world where there's a King of Lightning, and those 3 individuals that I always watch their Hunter x Hunter content, in a world where those 3 individuals exist, some people actually said that they loved my Hunter x Hunter content. And that to me I always kept inside, because Hunter x Hunter for a long time was my favorite series to review, to just talk about, to discuss. And whenever it came back, I was so excited, and I remember those first 3 weeks we were in like summer, but it was caught in the middle of that time whenever I had it was just so much that was hitting me at once, and there was several chapters that I missed. 357, I'm so glad that on that day I didn't miss, man. That was one of the most shocking things I've ever read. But the just overwhelming amount of support, man, that I received in those Hunter x Hunter videos, and I let you guys down. I still haven't even read the last chapter in Hunter x Hunter that came out, just because of the nastiness and ridiculousness that was happening at that point in time in the year, when it comes to my personal life. And I was like, man, dude, like I didn't even read. And the thing is, Hunter x Hunter is like it's my thing. Hunter x Hunter is my thing. Whenever I look at my shit, man, my stuff, of course at the top of the list is gonna be the series that I review and talk about, because those are the things I have the biggest connection to. And Hunter x Hunter for quite some time was just the thing I just loved talking about. But whenever it came back at the beginning at the right time, and then it just ended up in the wrong time, man. So to all my Hunter x Hunter subscribers, if you're still here, thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying. Thank you so much for putting up with all that garbage. Because I'm telling you, man, whenever I in the end of June, whenever I ask myself, where is the real King Recon? Will the real King Recon please stand up? And whenever I finally got everything back together, I finally got everything back together. I developed as a character, and I came in there and I started being consistent on YouTube again. It was so awesome being consistent on YouTube again, man. I felt like I was doing something right, and I reached 3,000 subscribers again, which is awesome sauce. We're almost reaching the 4,000 I had on the old channel, and then with my writing, I was going in, and I was like, dude, this is wonderful. So here we are in NaNoWriMo, and I'm mainly, I took this off, of course, to work in NaNoWriMo, but I also took this off because I wanted to work on myself. I wanted to work on myself, and I wanted to really, continue the character developing year that is this year, and really work on me, because I'm a strong believer that if you work on yourself first, then you, of course, then after that, you'll be able to share that with everyone else, and it'll show on your face that then happiness will ensue. You'll be able to do many different things. Before you can do anything, before you can inspire other people, before you can write, before you can do all that, you have to work on yourself first. I'm a strong believer in that you have to work on yourself first. And I felt like I really need to take this month off in order to work on myself. And one of the best things that has always been with that is I've always correlated two things with each other: my writing and Call of Duty, right? And with this year, with my favorite game in the entire franchise, and tied for my favorite game ever created, Call of Duty 4 being remastered, I was like, you know what? Let me take this time to work on myself. And I've been playing that. And Call of Duty is a huge, even though it pisses me off, it's a huge stress reliever, and it's a huge thing that really clears my mind and allows me to focus on the game. When I focus on the game, it makes me focus on the story, because me focusing on the game will make me generate some ideas back there. Because I've noticed that whenever I'm in my house, mainly like YouTube will come up, right? But whenever I'm out, like let's just say if I go to my job, or if I'm on the road or something, I'll think about my animes and my mangas, and I'll think about my story, and it'll make me come up with some more ideas. That's where most of my discussions that I used to come up for One Piece used to come around whenever I was outside of my house, back in school or whatnot. So yeah, I definitely have been using Call of Duty as that thing. Infinite Warfare is way more awesome than I originally anticipated it to be. I'm really loving Infinite Warfare, man. Infinite Goat Fair is flipping fire. I've been, dude, the kill streaks, the RC8, my Gundam Wing Zero, it's beast. But I've mainly been using this month as just to work on myself, man. To once again get back to the state of mind that I had in 2015, where I had no one was going to stop me from accomplishing what I wanted to do, man. And of course, you have to develop, you have to get over the humps and the negativity that I originally got through in the beginning of the year. So I felt like I really had to take this month off to work on that, come back in December, and go into like summer like never before when it came to everything. I even told myself, I said, even if NaNoWriMo itself doesn't go well for me this year, at the very least, I'm able to work on myself, so that way, if something does happen again, I'll be ready for it this time. And we'll be in like somewhere. I could go in there on YouTube, I could go in there my writing, and just everything I'll just continue striving forward. Because the most important thing in life is continue striving forward no matter what happens, man. But at all costs, I want to make so many of my dreams come true. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I've been working on myself in this month, so that I can continue working on those habits that will allow me to become successful, that will allow me to reach the point that I want to reach. So basically, guys, just to let you guys know, I will be back to uploading consistently, because I'm going to do Toriko this week. And after that, I'm going to go back into my hole. But in December, I will be back, and I'll be back and in there like swimwear. I promise it to you, man. We will be in here working on that YouTube greatness. The one thing I really want to bring more to the channel is games. I've been saying this for a long time, and then games have been a massive part of my channel with the Retro Recon vlogs, with the Metal Gear Solid that I did for so long, much in 2015, and then of course right now with a lot of the recent content I was pulling out. I really want to bring games more to the channel to mesh it more. Wrestling of course as well, but when Finn Balor comes back, I'll make wrestling more of a bigger thing on the channel once again. But for right now, games and anime and manga, of course, is the thing that I want to work on. I really can't wait to get a seasonal, like I did for Parasite, like I did for Kill la Kill, whenever Hunter x Hunter was coming out, even though that's not a seasonal. When Hunter x Hunter was coming out, it gave me that series that I love watching, because Haikyuu's gonna be gone soon, JoJo's gonna be gone soon, and Flippin'. Drifters, I think, is gonna be gone soon. So after that, we'll have to find that series. But while those three are there, man, I'm looking forward to continuing those. I haven't read or watched any anime or manga besides Toriko since the thing, because I want to do like a massive reaction for Gintama, for One Piece, and whatnot. But you guys have been awesome today, man. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for so much for being patient with me and for waiting for a video, or for asking where I was, man. I really do appreciate your thoughts. But just know that I'm in the swim where I'm still kicking it. I'm healthy, I'm feeling good, and I'm just right now just taking this month to work on myself, to write, because I can't wait to finish this, man. I can't wait to actually say that I am getting closer and closer every single day, and I am getting closer and closer every single day to achieve my dreams and my goals. But man, to one day say that I could publish this series, and then I'll continue and go on to book 2, and you know, I'm looking forward to it, man. But you guys have been awesome today. Thank you so much for being patient, for being awesome sauce, and I'll see you guys in December, man. It's gonna be one hell of a time, and we'll be in the somewhere, man. I really hope that I can do something, because I've been wanting to stream more, but my computer won't let me. My computer will not let me, man. And then it feels like my streaming works better on Xbox than it does on my PS4. But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. But you guys have been awesome today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for every single thing that you have done for me. And whenever we come back in December, we'll be back stronger than ever. And I promise you that whenever we come back, man, it's gonna be greatness. We're gonna be in there, and I can't wait to see what awesome other people we'll be able to meet, and I can't wait to reunite with all the awesome people that are already here. And once again, for everyone who is still here, even through the inconsistent BS, even through all the garbage that went through on in 2016, you are amazing. Thank you so much, and you really are a reason as to why I continue to do this. It's just, apart from as much as I love doing this, as much as I love making videos, as much as I love talking about stuff that I love, you guys are a huge reason as to why I'm here, and I couldn't be more grateful, man. Just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. Have an awesome day.